Hello, and welcome to Let's Pour with Patty. Thank you so much for joining me on this wild and wacky ride as I experience the joys and share with you the wonders of creating with fluid art. Stick around. Let's have some fun. And as always, keep creating. Let's pour.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Let's resin. It's that time. It's what we all have been waiting for. Time to resin this gorgeous piece. I am so excited. I can't wait to see it all shiny and all of the colors and shimmer that gets brought out when you resin your pieces. So this one's really exciting and very scary all at the same time. Resining can be difficult at times, and this one will definitely prove that. But we will see how it all works out. Because at the time of editing this part of the video, I don't know how it's going to turn out yet. So we'll all have to find out at the end together. But yeah, so we're resining. Before we applied the resin, I had previously wiped down all of the pieces that we're doing today with 99% isopropyl alcohol to ensure that I am getting off any possible oils or grease or just dust that has landed on the painting during the last 3 or 4 weeks that it sat and cured. Every time we picked it up, the oils from our hands were transferred onto it, and all that stuff can really affect the resin when you apply it, which we will learn all about in this episode. Sit back and enjoy the ride. This is going to be quite the journey. Might as well take it together, right? So, along with this piece, you will see that we are doing some coasters and another piece that I have been working on. I don't think I haven't shared it very much. Maybe a picture or two here and there. I'm not sure if I even made a video on the, well, I know I made a video. I'm not sure if I actually, I'll have to look to see if I did the cloud pour in a video. But you see it sitting right next to this painting, and we'll get a little video of that. But right now we're mostly focusing on this painting, just because it's hard to change the camera once my hands are covered in resin. This is me standing outside of my studio. Apparently I have a dirty window because I can see the little haze there that's, I don't know, making that look bad. But anyways, yeah, standing outside because once we put the resin on, I apparently shed hair constantly, and yeah, so it always ends up in the resin. So Keith kicks me out while he torches. So this is the next day. I sanded it down, and this is why we only normally put on 2 coats, is because of the edges usually end up like this. Except for that. That would probably be I'm trying to get a better view of it. Let me see. Okay, there we go. There we go. Chances are that's probably from a fingerprint. But the edges usually tend to look like this on the first coat because even though we do build up the back and put some supporting, like right here you can see we put some extra boards in there and some cardboard to try to build up the backing so that it doesn't sag, because resin is heavy, but it still tends to sag, and this one apparently sagged a lot. So another way to stop that is to spray the back of the painting down a day or so beforehand with some water to tighten up the canvas, which is actually what I did to this canvas, and it tightened it pretty nice. So okay, time for coat 2. Let's resin.
There you go. Have fun. I was just,
You were having too much fun.
yes, I was.
You're allowed. If you want to have fun, have fun. Oh my goodness. The worst case scenario has happened. So, we had... Okay, this is a long story. So we ended up putting a third coat on because there was what we call golf balling in it. Looks like, you know, the little divots in a golf ball we had along here. And, you know, Keith is a perfectionist, and it does kind of look like crap when you have a bunch of little... No, it wasn't bad. There's like maybe 3 or 4 little divots in the painting. I really wanted this piece to make it to the last show that we had. So we put another coat on, but we had run out of our normal resin that we use, which has been the resinous epoxy resin. After doing a little bit of research on Google, basically asking Google if it was okay, I ended up using some Bond Crafters epoxy resin. And I don't know if it was using the different resin, if it was because the Bond Crafters is usually used for molds, making stuff with molds instead of putting it on your artwork, or if it was because when I wiped it down, it's very possible that I had wiped it down with a rag that may have had some oil on it. I did grab just a rag I had laying around and trying to be conservative, and since it was before a resin, didn't matter if it scratched my, piece or something. But if it had oil on it, then something like this would happen. This is the first time it has ever happened to me like this. This is horrible. All along the edges, it really pulled away. Or if it's just because... Now, we were already having this problem, but that's standard the first time, the first coat. But, I mean, this is like 3 coats. And it wasn't like this after the second coat. We just had a couple of pits, kind of like this. You know, just little dimples like that. Just a couple, and, you know, didn't want those. But now we've got all of this, which is exactly what I would expect resin to look like if there was oil or something on the canvas. And it happened to absolutely every piece. Now, I've sanded these ones down already, getting prepared for the next round. Now, it also looks, you know, I'm noticing too, that like this side is okay, and this side is kind of okay, but this side and this side are not. So I'm wondering if everything was level. So I'm going to have to go piece by piece and figure that out. This is level now, and it had the same thing happen to it. And all of these pieces had it happen. So I'm just thinking it's more likely the rag. And with this having like a good side and a bad side, that would be from it not being level. So I've turned them all from the opposite way that they were, hoping at least if I can't get them level that they will balance out this time or something. But I don't know, I gotta figure that all out. So yes, it's unfortunate. Sometimes things happen in the process of creating your art, and you just have to learn to roll with it. I mean, yeah, it really was a real bummer. I couldn't get these pieces to the sale that weekend, but I have a sale this weekend, and it's my goal to make sure they get to that event. We're not going to stop until they are what we feel comfortable with putting out there. So, you know, I take pride in my work, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I just can't put out something that's all, you know, lumpy and bumpy. I just think it's important that you have pride in the work that you do. It's what I try to do without being too much of a perfectionist. Also, it is a thin line that you have to balance to know when to keep pushing and when to let go. Now, was the painting saved? The window is dirty. Okay. How's it look so far? Alright. Moment of truth. Oh. Still have a little bit of rippling in there. Not much, just another coat will fix that. It's just, it was just too deep to fix in one coat, I guess. One more coat. The rest of everything, though, these edges are beautiful. They're all fixed. Every edge is beautiful. All the way around. Just that little bit of rippling right in there, where it was absolutely the worst. So, all the coasters came out fine. They're done. They don't need any more coats. They're really pretty too. It's the pearl green, so it glows in the light there, but then kind of goes mute a little there. Love that green. And this, so much better. Still a little bit of rippling. Got a little debris there. Which, you know, sometimes you have to just ignore the debris if it's not too bad. You can't have every piece perfect. But these two pieces will probably get another coat. Those are done. One more coat. That's 5 coats. I know it's ridiculous. It's not the first time it's happened. Sadly, it probably won't be the last time it's happened. But, you know, it is what it is. This piece is worth it. Worth every layer. So, I'm not going to show you that one just because this video is already so long. But I will show you the final result. Hope it all goes right. But I'd rather put out a piece that's got 10 layers of resin on it as opposed to putting out subpar work. So, it is what it is. Okay, it worked. Now it's time to put the final touches on it. Gotta clean it up, get all the tape off of it, sign it, stamp it, and hang it. Wow. This one definitely put up a fight. Learned so many lessons about, you know, being a little more organized, keeping a clean studio, not using old rags, and everything like that. But they made it to the next show. They were a huge hit. They got a lot of great reviews. This one lady said that the moose actually took her breath away. She really wants it, but we'll see. We'll see. They didn't jump on it then, so it was a good show. We had fun. Met a lot of amazing people. Got some great reviews. And right now, as an emerging artist, I'm just working more and more on getting exposure. Next year, I'm going to start working on getting more of the right exposure in maybe better markets. So thank you so much. You know I love and cherish you all. Thank you for joining the Creative Art Collective now every Wednesdays, starting at 6 p.m. in the UK, 1 p.m. Eastern Time with Taslima Maya Art. Then me, Let's Pour with Patty, followed by Casey of CWV Artistry, and Sheldon Briscoe of Shell Rock Art is still off for work. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, please smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe. It really does help me grow, and it helps get my content out to more and more viewers. I really appreciate you watching, and as always, keep creating. Bye.